Hey, what's up? It's Bradu. We are in the Ruins of Ardust with my party of three: Carlsby the Courageous, a halfling Valkyrie. Sort of. It's not, I guess Valkyries are supposed to be female, but he's a male. But Quarlin, the Elf Ranger, and Fumblefizz the Forgetful is a human wizard. I do believe human. Yeah. And they are in the middle of a rest, and we ended on a cliffhanger, and we are basically literally hanging off this cliff. So we are sleeping. Somebody's on watch. Let's find out who. We will roll a d6. 1, 2 is going to be, they'll go in order: Carlsby, Quarlin, and Fumblefizz. 1, 2 is Carlsby. 3, 4 is Quarlin. 3, 4 is Quarlin. So Quarlin's on watch. I don't know if we have fire going or not. And he starts to hear this noise that is somewhere between beautiful and horrific. And he looks up toward the noise and he can see these shadows of these figures up on this high ledge at one of the ruins. And he can't really tell what they are, but he can see that they are winged figures just kind of looking over the cliff. And I'm going to roll initiative. We have red is for the bad guys, blue, purple is the good guys. Ooh, I think we got it. Ooh, close one. Harpies have a dex of +3, though. So that puts them at 13. Do we have a +3 as well? We have a +3 as well. And it's Quarlin. So Quarlin's plus. Oh, thank goodness. So we win initiative just barely. So on initiative, I don't know that he knows that they're hostile yet, or we don't know if they're hostile, except that. So, but he does see something that could be a threat, and so he starts to wake them up. So he gets enough time to wake everybody up. And he calls for Carlsby, get up, get up. There's something out here. Some sort of bird creature. We already told them last session that it's harpies, but we don't know that yet. And he wakes up Fumblefizz, and Fumblefizz is able to get his wits about him enough to know it's probably a good idea to cast mage armor on himself. So we will try that. He's got a +5 for spells. So he needs a 6 or better. 6 or better. Nat 20. Okay, Nat 20 is even higher. I think it puts him up to an 18 AC instead of 12. Sweet. That's awesome. Too bad it doesn't boost his charisma. But anyway, his AC's up. Does Carlsby have anything he can do? He doesn't have a. He doesn't have a ranged weapon or a skill. Oh, I know what he can do. He has something I have not yet utilized, and now would be a good time. Gosh, part of the reason I keep forgetting is because I don't have a mini for him. I need a mini. He is supposed to have a crow familiar. So he's going to send his crow familiar for a better look. So he'll send out a crow familiar up in the air over here, I guess. That I hadn't even. I probably should have weaved that into the story, but I didn't. So I just remembered on the spot, and I guess Quarlin's action was to wake everybody up. So it's kind of a sucky initiative win. Okay, so doggone it, I was hoping that would. Here's my harpy. Here's one of them. I was hoping that would focus the camera, and it did. I gotta just get it all the way up there, I think, when I try to refocus. Okay, so what's gonna happen is the harpies sing this song, and it compels creatures toward them if they don't pass a charisma check. So Quarlin was first, so let's make Quarlin first. Charisma check. He's got a nat 20. Beautiful. What would that be? I mean, he's obviously immune. But on a nat 20, I guess what I'll say is he knows not only is he not compelled, but he can immediately tell that it is dangerous and hostile. And so he is going to yell to his friends to be careful. They are dangerous and they are trying to lure us. Okay, Carlsby, who has a -1 to his charisma, it's his turn. Now the question is, should that 20 then give these two advantage? Or some other kind of bonus? I'm not going to roll advantage yet. Let's see what happens with Carlsby. Carlsby fails miserably. Now what I was thinking, now Carlsby only has 1 hit point. So if he fails, I'll give you know what? Let's use it now. I'll use that nat 20 as 1 key something, so I'll give Carlsby an advantage right now on that save. But then I won't be able to use anything on Fumble Fizz, and if Carlsby fails, he doesn't have anything else. 7 is no good because he's a -1. So you can't you can't beat fate. You can't beat the Oracle. So Carlsby is compelled. Fuck. This is not awesome, of course. And I'm going to say he falls. I'm going to say he starts walking off this ledge. I don't really have like a chance. I did have a chance to like warn him, but it didn't help. So he falls down this ledge, and I think that means he has to take damage. Oh, I'll give him a dex save. How's that? We'll give him a dex save when he's falling. I'll give a normal dex save, I think, to see if he makes that fall. Actually, we'll make it hard. He's got it. It's a hard. I don't want to go too easy here. Hard. Okay, he still gets it. 19. Wish you could see that, but you probably can't. 19. So he falls, but he's able to right himself on the fall so that he doesn't take damage. Now, Fumble Fizz has to make his. He does not get his advantage to his because I just used it on Carlsby. Fumble Fizz, though, makes his charisma check as well. So these two made it. Carlsby did not make it. He fell, and he is compelled to walk towards them. But Fumble Fizz and Quarlin essentially know what's up. And they didn't get any damage on the fall, so that's good for us, isn't it? And because I put them on this map, let's say this works. This is how the map is. So Carlsby's down there. Okay, it's our turn. Oh, wait. Would they both sing? I guess the heart mode makes sense if both harpies are singing. So that was their turn. They sang and compelled the creatures to come. Who is first? Does he get a... Okay, so it's a D4 rounds that he is compelled by the harpies. 4 rounds. Unless, is there a way I can do anything about that? I don't know that there is. Oh, God, I know what Quarlin should have done. I always forget to use... Dang it, I always forget to use the herbalism. Shoot. I definitely should have used herbalism. Oh well. He had to wake them up. He really couldn't anyway. So now I have to choose. Do I do herbalism or do I shoot at them? I think I'm going to do herbalism. 13 herbalism for advantage, attack, and damage against harpies. It's a 13 though. It's a kind of high roll. I have a +1. Oh, nat 1. What does nat 1 mean on herbalism? He definitely lost it. Would nat 1 mean he can't do herbalism? Any herbalism? Maybe that's what a nat 1 would be. Like he loses his herb pouch, over the edge or something when he's fumbling with it. He can't do any herbs until he gets a full rest. Phooey. Uh, should he move? Carlsby's down there and probably needs protection. Corlin's probably best with a bow from range, but I think he has to protect Carlsby as the best he can. So I'll say, how would he run to them? Shoot, I don't know. If I climb down there, I'm at a big disadvantage. He's going to run towards them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That'll put him in a good spot that he's even ground with them. Okay, Fumble Fizz has lost Burning Hands, but he has Magic Missile. So that's what he's going to do for sure. He will do Magic Missile. I get advantage on Magic Missile. And he needs to roll. Oh, should I have done a torch timer? I guess we're saying it's night. Yeah, here's the other harpy since I lost. This one I actually painted, but I'm not done. I haven't painted the base. Did that bring us back into focus? No, it didn't. Okay, advantage Magic Missile. 12. 12 is good, and Magic Missile is 2d3. So that's 3 and 2. 5 damage to one of the harpies. Okay, nice. And he's going to... I think I'll have him follow Corlin. And can I get to a safe space? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He'll just go right behind Corlin so he can sort of hide behind him, I guess. And Carlsby doesn't have anything to do. I guess he has to keep going towards them. 1, 2, 3, 4. So he's just going to go up to the... I guess that makes sense, right? Yeah. So he's just going to go up to the thing, and he can't get up there or anything. I guess he'll start to try and climb, but he can't really. Now the harpies are going to... dive bomb, I think. We've passed our checks with the other two, so they cannot use the song on them. So they're just going to dive bomb. I think they dive bomb Carlsby, right? That poor bastard. So they've got they can move near, and they get 2 claws. Uh-oh. So she's going to swoop down. Swipe, swipe. She gets 2 claws. So I'm just going to roll 1 at a time. Because the first one might hit. 9 plus 3 is 12. Carlsby is a 14. So Carlsby's able to fend it off. And the second attack, 6. Misses as well. All right. Another dive bomb from the other one. Shoo, swoop, swipe, swipe. 8. Ooh, 8 hits, doesn't it? 8, 9. No. 8, 9, 10, 11. Doesn't hit at all. And 16. Darn it. Dang it. Carlsby's down. What do I do now? Okay. I guess it's our turn. Carlsby's down again. Good God. He's not that bad. His AC is 14. He's got the most hit points in the group. He's kind of had to play frontline fighter, but really he's just had horrible luck. Not the luckiest halfling. Okay, so Quarlin will can't do anything herbalism wise. I think I just have to shoot. Do I try to get over there or anything though? Will it help? Will it matter? I do think we want to get closer. Maybe. So he'll shoot. Quarlin will shoot the one that the harpy that's been wounded already with an arrow. 11. I think that hits. 14. Oh, his daggers are better. 14 hits for it's a D4. Oh, 3. We'll take it. 3 damage. Okay. And Fumble Fizz will. And then do I move too far? He could go like here. We got to get down there, don't we? Yeah, we've got to get down to him. So I'm going to say this looks maybe like my best way down. There's not. I don't know if there's totally a way down. I'll make it a dex check or something. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And he will try to slide down, I think. And I guess it's a dex check whether he makes it. He's dexy. So I'll make it a. He's a ranger. I'll make it a normal dex check to see if he can do that easily. 4. Oh, jeez. That's not great. So do I say then that he falls and hurts himself? Or just falls and goes splat? I guess he would have to hurt himself, huh? I did miss the check. And on that note, I don't know if I can. I better use my luck token. I better use my luck token. Oh, I hate that. Oh, God, even worse. So he falls. And I'm out of luck. And he'll take 1d6 damage. 3 damage will put him down. I needed a 1 or a 2. What? So Quarlin slips and goes down. He's at 0 hit points. I'm fucked. And Fumble Fizz has to get. Alright. So, should I double move? Or should I go for the magic missile? He's got to get down too. I shouldn't have made it so that he falls, but I also try not to go too easy on myself. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Fumble Fizz is going to try Magic Missile, because either way he's close enough next time. Magic Missile. Same one. It's a miss. No, 6 plus 5. Who is a hit? Barely. Oh, God, I thought I had missed. Come on, I really need 6 damage here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's not quite enough. Because this is clutch, I'm going to roll the Harpy's hit points, because it might mean the difference between a kill or not. And they're level 3, so they got 3d8 hit points. So I'm going to roll 3d8. I don't think they get a boost, do they? Oh, they do. +1. 3d8 +1. So we've got... Nope. Not going to do it. Now it sucks because now I have 17 hit points instead of 14. So the one that's wounded is out of 17. Oh my God, I'm screwed. Okay. Carlsby has to do 2 things at this point. one, he has to roll his... Nope, that was for a d20. Nat 20 would have popped him back up. And the other thing he has to do is roll a timer for his death timer. I can't see it again. It is 3 rounds. 3 rounds for Carlsby. What is that? Not cool at all. And it's the Harpy's turn. I wonder if I do something here. I have an idea that might at least give me some thing to go on, which is, do the Harpies try to take us hostage instead of just kill us outright? Because now they're both down. They would go after Fumble Fizz, who can't take him on by himself, really. Well, he does have the high AC, but he needs some help for sure. Or do they just attack? I guess I'll roll that. Do they just attack? No. The question is, do they try to fly off with Carlsby and Corlin? 11 is a yes, but, or yes, and. It's not a twist. Yes. Yes, but. I don't quite know what that but is yet. But so they're going to pick them up and start flying. And at this point, they can just grab them, I think. And wouldn't be able to fly yet. So on that note, now Fumble Fizz is going to, I think, what was that? Nothing. I think I'm trying to figure out if there's a way that I can help myself down there. So I'm wondering if he can climb more carefully. It's only going to take half his move, right? If he can move half his move and climb more carefully. So let's do that. Let's make it a check at advantage if he's able to move carefully down there. God, this little ledge really made it harder for myself. And I made that choice on my own, too. Okay, so Fumble Fizz is going to try to come down. He's got to make it. I called it a normal check. Probably should have been easy. Let's make it easy. Probably should have been easy from the get-go. I still wouldn't have made it. I'm going to take advantage because I'm moving slowly. But I don't think that little climb would be that difficult. And he does make it. He would have made it anyway if it was normal. So that's fine. I'm going to try to stabilize Corlin rather than Magic Missile or anything else. I've got to try to stabilize, and I've used my luck token. Let's go. This is not a heal, it's just stabilize. 11 plus 3 is 14, and I needed 18, I think. So he doesn't get it. So now Corlin has to make his chance at a d20. 15, dang it. He doesn't make it, and now he needs to make his death timer. 4. Oh yeah, I forgot. It also has to do with the con. Oh, he has no con. Con 4 rounds for Corlin, but it's not going to matter. So now, Carlsby. They get around. They get a chance every round, right? A nat 20 would bring him back to life. See it? Nat 1. Nat 1. Does that tick off another round? I don't know. So he's down to 2. He's down to 3. Would Carlsby be down to 1? Am I going to be a jerk like that? I guess so. I guess so. Because if a nat 20 does... Well, no, because you don't want to actually... I don't think that's the rule. And you don't want to actually even roll it if it could make things worse for you, right? So, everybody rolled. The harpies are going to fly off. And Fumble Fizz is stuck there, and I can't even make another chance at it. So they fly. They can fly double speed, so they can get far away. The only thing I can think of at this point is they're flying, and they're not flying up here because that's too easy. So they fly away. Fumble Fizz has another chance at Magic Missile. Fortunately, I rolled hit points, and so now I have to get... What did I get? 13? Yeah, I did 13. So, well, if he hits, he could bring him down, actually. That's a hit. Okay. If he does 4 damage... 2 and 5. Okay, so he kills one of the harpies. This harpy goes down. And they come falling down. I'm just not going to say that does anything, like it doesn't insta-kill or anything. That's just too mean, I think. I want to give myself a chance here. And there's not really a rule about taking more damage, I don't think. Okay, so Fumble Fizz is able to do that and then able to run over. I don't know how far they would have gotten, actually. So this is where the rules kind of make sense. So where you're just guesstimating. So I'm going to say, ooh, this is dangerous. I'm going to say that he's close enough that he can get to their bodies. And now Carlsby goes down another one. So he's down to 1, but he gets his D20 roll. 13. Nope. He is dead in 1 round. Oh, Carlsby. We didn't get to know you. And Quarlin. I'm going to do... Wait, I already did Fumble Fizz, huh? Because this is on our turn? Yeah. So Quarlin gets his chance. 16. Not good enough. So he goes down to 2. Now this harpy's dead. So I can take her out of play. This one, she would just continue to go, I think. Right? So she gets further away. So she gets another far away. Another 2 squares or whatever. She's taking a dead body. She's out of the picture. But combat, like everything's not over because I still need to try to save Quarlin. So, let's see. So, they went. So, I'm going to give Fumble Fizz his chance to stabilize. Oh, God, not even close. And Quarlin gets his chance at a nat 20. Not even close. Down to 1 round. So this is my last chance. I don't think I have... I'm just trying to think if I have any sort of idea. If I have anything else I could do. I don't have any potions of healing or anything. I really don't want Quarlin to die here. I got a weird stone. Does that do anything? And do I know what it would do? I don't think I have anything to heal a hit point or anything like that. Oh, goodness. Okay. That's okay. Well, I don't love it, but it is okay, I guess. So I just have one more round to try this. Okay, Fumble Fizz. Come on, buddy. You got this. 2. Nope. He doesn't have that at all. So I need a nat 20. That's my only chance. 14. Quarlin dies. Okay. That's Shadowdark. Quarlin is dead. I liked him too. He was pretty sweet. So Fumble Fizz is on his own. And he's got to take as much as he can from Quarlin. He's got a strength of 11, so he's got 11 slots. I've taken up 7 so far. But that's really Torches, Rations, Caltrops. Do I have anything worth taking? I don't know that I do, actually. Grappling hook, rope, spikes. And silver spikes, because they have value. Okay. Ooh, this was brutal. This was brutal. Quarlin is dead. Sorry, buddy. And I'm gonna just... I go like this. Dead. And Carlsby, I think, is dead too. Because he's out of the picture, but I was trying to decide if the Harpy was going to do something like try to keep him alive, keep him prisoner. But I guess he's just dead too because they don't have like a way to heal. He doesn't have a way to like heal him, and he would die on his next turn, right? I guess I give him a roll of the D20 roll. Yeah, that's what I can do. Carlsby is alive. Now, that means he regains a hit point. What's he going to do, though? Interesting. I have to make some decisions on the fly here. Whoa, jeez. Okay, so Carlsby gets carried away by this Harpy. At some point, he opens his eyes and starts to wake up. Gosh darn this thing going on. He opens his eyes and wakes up and realizes that he's being... excuse me. That he's being carried. So he can't really do anything except pretend he's still asleep, right? Still dying. So he's just going to keep his eyes closed and wait. Now, what happens? What does the Harpy do? I guess I have to make a... I'm going to use a Shadowdark check on that. What does the Harpy do? Oh, that was crazy. I rolled the nat 20. Now, so poor Quarlin, who I liked Quarlin. So I wanted him to save, but Carlsby has a chance here too. Let's see, what do I need to do? I need Shadowdark rules. If I can find it. And prompts. We're going to roll 2 prompts on Shadowdark. I'll use the bad guy's dice so I can tell them apart. So I have 46. Sorry. I don't know if you can see it, but I can. And 24. 46, 24. This is to give me an idea what the Harpy might be doing. I kind of have an idea, but this will give me give me a chance to do something. Withhold. That was a 24, right? Withhold freedom. Okay. That's pretty clear. Withhold freedom. So that means he's planning on imprisoning him. For what reason, we don't really know. But he's going to make another roost or whatever. Or maybe does he have another place to go? Does he have another, like, this is where his home would be. But does she have another place to go? I guess I'll say yes. I mean, she's gonna find a cave or something, right? So I think here's what I'm gonna do. Now I have a split group. Now Fumble Fizz has to do what he can to find safety or to travel to get back to town or whatever. And I think that's what he would do is try to get back to town. And Carlsby has a situation where he needs to try to get away, right? But the harpy thinks he's essentially dead, passed out. So I'm trying to decide what I need to do here. If I can play this out, or if I need to do a big like whole setup of how it goes. I'm thinking what happens is the harpy brings Carlsby to some sort of cave or some sort of place that she is going to make her new roost, her new home, and she's keeping him prisoner. Now, I don't know yet if she's planning to kill him and eat him, if she's planning to give him to some bigger leader type as some sort of a sacrifice or gift. I don't know yet, but I may not need to know depending on what happens here. I think the question I have is, does she like tie him up or imprison him in some way, or just assume he's weak enough that she can do whatever she needs anyway? Obviously she would take his gear and put it away somewhere. But does she actually like tie him up? That's going to be my question. Does she tie him, or does she? Yeah, does she tie him up? So I guess I want a low roll on this one for once. And I roll high. Does she tie him up? Yes, she does. Uh, okay, so I guess before I close, I'm gonna do this. She ties him up. She goes to sleep or whatever. Fumble Fizz is off on his own journey. He still needs to rest, actually. Carlsby, I think, will he try to escape right away? Yes, I think so. I think he will escape at the first possibility. So, what I'm going to do is give him a dex save to try to wiggle out of any sort of ropes or whatever. I'm basically saying she's taken his gear. And I don't think I can make this super easy, but I also don't want it to be an auto fail either. Ooh, I just thought of something. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. He needs a dex 15. It's a hard, he's not like super good at getting out of, at escaping or whatever. He is small, but it's not going to be super easy to just get out of some sort of restraint. So he's got to make a 15 dex save. He's got a +1. So I need to roll a 14. I think that's reasonable. 18. Oh, yeah. So he wriggles out. The harpy is either asleep or inattentive, basically. And he is going to use his daily invisible at the first possible chance. What I think I'm going to do, though, can he easily find his... This is where I guess I'm just making oracle checks instead of doing all this wacky stuff. Does he find his gear easily? Like, does he know where his gear is? I think it's probably likely. Actually, I think it's likely because I'm assuming we're just like in a cave. So I'm going to give advantage to that. Can he find his gear easily? Yes. Yes, barely. That's actually a yes, but though. Yes, but it's close enough to her. This is my thing. Yes, but it's close enough to her that he's got to be very careful to be quiet, is what I'm going to say. So, here's what's going to happen. I'm going to make a stealth check to see if he can stealth over to his gear and start getting his stuff. So my stealth check is going to be, I guess what I'll say is if he gets at least an easy check, he's not spotted, but he needs to roll high, like an 18 plus would mean he's able to get all his gear without making too much noise, and a 15 would be or 12 or 15 would be he'd get some gear, right? So whatever the heck that means. 15 plus 1, so 16. So it's not an 18, so I'm not necessarily saying he can get all of his gear, but I'm going to say he can get some. How about 2d4 items? Does that make sense? So it's any way I slice it, that's not all of his gear. He's got more than that. Oh, shoot. Okay, so I'm going to have to end this here. Oh no, only 2. So only 2 means he is taking his armor and his sword. Armor and sword. Okay, so I'm taking my armor and sword, and I'm getting the heck out of there. And he will use, so he doesn't have to stealth or whatever, he'll use his invisibility to get out of there. So he gets safe. Carlsby escapes. He's safe. Fumble Fizz is safe, but they are separated, and I don't know where yet. So we'll end there and figure that all out next time. Thanks for watching. I'm Bradu. This is Ruins of Ardust. Rest in peace to Quarlin. And boy, we've got a pickle. This is going to be interesting to see what happens from here. Thanks. Later.